Hey, Donna. I decided to make this message to you. It's like a half birthday message because it's almost your 6 month birthday. So you're almost 64 and a half. So I decided to try all by myself to do this and see what the cards say about you and Peter, just to add to our little thing that we're going to have going with Lisa and me and now you. So I was looking at your cards. I was looking at Peter's cards. So quick recap, I guess. So you got that four diamonds, two of spades, and a 10 of clubs. And I know we've talked about this so many times, but let's talk about it in a different way. Let's talk about it in regards to some people who might share your birthday. Some might even surprise you. So first, I was looking at your four diamonds, and you know, uh, it surprised me, but you share a card with Glenn Close. And I know you might not really say, oh, who cares? But she's really big into women's rights and mental health. And I just thought that seemed a lot like you in some ways. And then I think you know this one, Bette Midler, but I'm not sure if you realize or you remember that her big movie was Beaches, and like that was her biggest song was from Beaches, and we've certainly spent a lot of time on the beach, haven't we? Growing up in Atlantic Beach with all our kids, but her big song, "Wind Beneath My Wings," just sounds like it's meant for you. And then, okay, here's a really one out of the ballpark, but JP Morgan. Now, I know that sounds really weird, but he is really big with railroads. That's how he started. Like he put a lot of investments into railroads. And I know how much the railroads mean to you. I think if it was up to you, we would have railroads all over the country, and we'd be going, the kids would be just taking the railroad and go to, I don't know, the Grand Canyon and go see all the different sites all over the country. Just hop on a railroad. So I thought that was sort of cool. And then you got that two of spades, of course, friends forever with everyone. It's a friendship card, but I know Howard Stern might be your favorite, maybe I don't know, but he certainly is a talk radio person. So sort of made me think about you and Kirstie Alley. Cheers. I mean, how many times we talk about it? Like Clubhouse is like your Cheers. So Kirstie Alley and you share a card. So, but then I went to your beloved Ten of Clubs, and I really have to laugh when I saw some of these. Do you know that you share a card with Nancy Pelosi? Pretty cool, huh? How about that? And Barbara Streisand. Now I know you can't sing, and I've got two singers in this group but think about it. Big songs, The Way We Were. I mean, that seems to be all we talk about. And people who love people. I mean, I don't know. These people, the songs are made for you. And then I found, I don't know, maybe really another one out of the ballpark, but Nelson Mandela, because he was big on civil rights in South Africa I mean, that was his big thing. And I think he's a really great person to share a card with. And I think that you would identify with that because I think that it's important to you too. Um, so, let's see what Peter's cards are and see what we can find for him. Let's see if I found anything interesting. So he's got that nine of clubs, jack of hearts, and a two of diamonds. So the nine of clubs, that universal knowledge, knows everything card. He shares a card with, first of all, Al Gore, which is so funny because Al Gore is from Tennessee. Like he is the most un-Tennessee person, I think. Although I think he was a Southern Democrat, so who knows where it started. But we know he's big on the environment. I don't know if Peter is, but I thought he might be happy to share a birthday with Al Gore, or a birthday card, I should say. And Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. Think hard. Can you really separate them in your mind? I don't think I can. And I couldn't believe they have the same card. And then two more people that are hard to separate, Prince Harry and Prince William. And we know that. Now, I'm not saying that Peter's a prince, but certainly mommy had always tried to make the men princes in her home. So, maybe that's where they get a little of that prince thing going. And then I couldn't believe Paul Simon. I mean, Bridge Over Troubled Water was was like one of the biggest songs. And I don't know, it just seems so right to have him in the list. And then that Jack of Hearts is sort of funny. Now, the Jack of Hearts is that savior card. But I was not really thinking about too much about that. I'm really thinking about the people. And so funny, Serena Williams and Billie Jean King, 2 tennis players. I know they're women, but they're tennis players, and I know how much Peter loves playing tennis. And I don't know if you think he's got a sense of humor or not, but he does share a car with Rodney Dangerfield. So maybe we can like step up the humor or something. We can laugh about it, okay? And then I was like looking at his 2 diamonds, which obviously she has that car with Jessica, which is hysterical. That that persuasive card that we know what that is. But he shares a card. Well, of course, it's with Steve Wozniak. So I didn't even have that written down, but I just realized that. Oh my God, that's the computer thing. Of course, that makes so much sense, more sense than anyone else I have written down here. But just because if he wants to be a hero, you've got Harrison Ford. And then if you remember the boxer, Sugar Ray Leonard, just thought it was cool that shares a card with him. But then the funniest part, okay, my really funny part would be that you and him have a very strong 10 of clubs, 9 of clubs, which is that spiritual connection. So I was just looking to see if anyone else had that spiritual connection amongst people who had those cards. And Madonna, Madonna has that 10 of clubs just like you. And she was married to Sean Penn. Sean Penn is a 9 of clubs. So I was like, that's cool. Madonna and Sean Penn. So I'm not sure if that's your power couple. Maybe a little, because Madonna's got, she's the big deal in that. I mean, they're not married anymore, but I'm not sure who you'd want your couple to be. But I just thought that was cool because there was a real spiritual connection there. And it's really between you and Peter where the spiritual connection is. 10 of clubs and 9 of clubs. So after all these years, I really did figure out why you and Peter have a connection. It took long enough. Wasn't really sure I even knew that until just now. So anyway, I hope we can add this to our little birthday collection. And I'm proud to say this was take 1. And have a happy 64 and a half year birthday. Love you. Peace out.